Wegovy, Steph here. Let me tell you what just happened. I recorded a video that was about 10 minutes long. I exported it, got ready to edit it, and I was almost done, and I went to go play it back, and it didn't have any audio. Welcome to Friday, friends. I hope that you've had a great week. And again, Wegovy, Steph here, just with an update about what's going on. So I'm holding steady at 247 since last week. It has fluctuated throughout the week, but when I got up this morning and stepped on the scale, 247. Now, I also want to tell you, I follow a couple of people who are on Wegovy and Ozempic and all that kind of stuff, and they're primarily focused on talking about their experience with losing weight. So, one guy said, I always give my injection in my thighs. I alternate thighs, and I didn't try my arms. He said, I tried my stomach, but I got really nauseous, and he couldn't explain it. And so he said, I tried it in my arm and his appetite suppression was out of the roof. Well, I said, I wonder, now he's on Ozempic. I said, I wonder if that's true with Wegovy. I should try that. Because I did try it in my stomach, tried it in my thighs, but I hadn't tried my arms. My arms are already kind of bulky, and I've just been holding off on doing that. But I did last night put it in my left arm. And I will tell you that I really didn't eat anything until 4:15, maybe 4:30. Now, I also want to just tell you that I have been combining more exercise as well as intermittent fasting into my routine. So I wanted to do an 18 and 6, meaning 18 hours of fasting, 6-hour window of eating. But because of the appetite suppression, today, I normally would have eaten at 12 o'clock. I would have had a 12 to 6 window. But today, eating at 4, I was like, feeling kind of full. And it's going to be TMI for some people, but I think it's important for you to know. I just didn't feel like my bowels were going to move. And I think I told you 3 videos ago, I'm somebody who's regular. Okay, period. Just been regular my entire life. And now it's kind of like, And part of it, sometimes you do things or you're taking something and you don't realize that one of the side effects is XYZ. So as you may already know, Wegovy slows the stomach emptying out into the intestine. So it does keep you fuller, or the feeling of being fuller, thereby affecting you wasting, right? And so I was like, hey, I can't be walking around feeling like this. Like, I gotta go, but I can't. And so I drank a cup of coffee, 33 ounces of water, and I took a Dulcolax. Now, Dulcolax is just a stool softener, but I didn't actually go to the bathroom until about 6 o'clock. And that is unusual for me in my whole life. And I was just like, I don't know if I like this particular side effect. But from my understanding, once you are off of Wegovy, it takes about 4 to 6 weeks, and then you should be back to normal. So I'm just going to monitor that and work with my doctor. So again, I'm sharing this information for those of you who are on it and maybe experiencing it, or those of you who are considering going on Wegovy and some of the things that are going on. So positives, while the weight or the scale didn't change, my clothes are definitely fitting differently. And I don't know if you can tell, but this is a new shirt. I love t-shirts, by the way. I've got probably about 100 of them. And as you can see, I'm going out of focus. Let's get back in there. All right, let's make sure it goes back into focus. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Let's see. There we go. I notice my clothes are different. So when you're working out or you have exercise and your diet has changed, you're eating more protein, more fiber, cruciferous vegetables, leafy green vegetables, drinking a lot of water, your body composition changes, and thereby changing kind of how your clothes are fitting. So I'm really happy with those results. So again, my goal is comfortable weight 180. I got 67 pounds to go. I feel confident that I should be able to reach that. And again, I just want to remind you, cut the sugar out, get rid of the bread, get rid of the rice. You may have, your entire life, you may have been eating those things, and I am telling you now that if you get rid of them in conjunction with the other things that I've said, and you can run this by your doctor, you are going to see the weight loss that you're looking for. Now, let me also address this. So, a lot of people, there's a very small percentage, from my understanding, of people who have chemical imbalances, or a weight loss issue that is out of their or weight issue that is out of their control. Most of us have eaten our ways into the situation that we're in, and it's a result of using food as a comforter. And so there's a lot of habits that you have to break in order to see the results that you want. So I'm going to add on a little bit of something for you. What I would recommend is spend some quiet time just by yourself and really do an assessment of your life. What are some of the things that have been weighing heavy on you? It could be a breakup. It could be just a bad family situation. It could be stress on the job, things that happen to every person, but maybe you're using food to kind of run away from facing those things head on. So I will tell you, if you cannot change it, you should not worry about it. So for instance, I lost my job last year. I had no control over that. I had to let go of, I had no control over that, right? And what's happened has happened. So when you get comfortable with yourself, who you are, and just understanding that the things that you do have control over are the things that you should be focused on versus things that are out of your control, I think that kind of helps break that cycle of where you're using food for comfort or your therapist, right? And then in the end, it plays its effect on your body. And here's the other thing too. Eating well and just taking a nice brisk walk, get like 30 minutes in a day. Get 30 minutes and break a little bit of a sweat. It will change your mood. Your mood will be better. And then these things, that life stuff that happens, they happen and you're like, okay, but my serotonin levels are up. Like I can deal with this and I don't have to run the food. Maybe I just need to go for a walk to blow off steam. Or again, things that you can control, handle them and be done with them. And then things you can't, let it be, right? So anyway, that's my little extra added on weight loss Wegovy tip for success for you. What else is going on? So I follow this guy on Instagram, and this is for those of you who need to start incorporating a little bit more physical exercise. And let me look him up. I think his name is Phil something. But I really want to give this guy a huge shout out. I don't know if he is on YouTube, but let's see. Oh, My Trainer Phil. So it's Instagram at mytrainer.phil. I would tell you, follow his workouts. They're low impact, modified. Some of them are, for people who may be intermediate or advanced, but follow his low impact post. The posts are a minute long. He usually gives, here we go again. I don't know why I'm falling out of focus. Got to check my camera. But he gives 3 exercises and he tells you to do 1 minute of each of those exercises and do 3 rounds. Like, you can knock that out in the morning. Just set your mind to it. So listen, I know it's hard and you're breaking years of putting on the weight and you gotta break into getting it back off. But I think that will help you out. Again, check with your doctor first on everything, because I am not a doctor and I'm not giving you medical advice. I'm giving you advice from my journey that I believe will help you out, okay? Last but not least, I'm hoping I'm on 1.7 is the dosage that I'm on for this month, and then I go into the maintenance dose of 2.4 milligrams. and I will ride that out for 3 months after that. And then January of next year, first week of January 24, will be the end of 1 year on Wegovy. And by then, again, I'm hoping, to be honest with you, 180 is my goal. But if I lose more than that, I'm going to be okay with that. So I wish you all a beautiful Friday evening. I hope you have an amazing weekend. And again, I just want to remind you to love and care for yourself. You matter. You're important, okay? So remember, get that time in for yourself. Assess the triggers. Deal with them. Let them go, right? Nobody's to blame. Nothing. Let them go, okay? And then once you're in a good space, I want you to love and care for each other by sharing your journey, share the information, give good tips, get active in a community that can hold you accountable, or that you can hold accountable, because that work together is going to help you out. And again, have a great weekend. Peace.